This week marks the 40th anniversary of National Crime Victims' Rights Week. I was in downtown Bakersfield when nearly 100 family members of local victims came together to remember their loved ones.
Look at him. Yes, she has a lot of his character, his personality.
Linda Soto says her son Michael will never get to know his 3-year-old daughter. She says 18-year-old Michael Ballesteros was shot and killed by his roommate in 2017.
$100 that the guy owed him. He said he wasn't going to pay him, he was just going to kill him.
Wednesday, district attorneys across the country, like Kern County District Attorney Cynthia Zimmer, held events to honor the courage and resilience of families of victims of crime. This year, they weren't able to do the typical Victims March, where they traditionally start at the Kern County Courthouse and march to another downtown location. But DA Zimmer says they wanted to do something to honor victims and family members of victims who have suffered in 2020.
Instead of marching this year, we made posters of each homicide victim, and we've displayed them on the streets. And we've invited family members to come here in the quad here of the courthouse. And we offered prayer for the victims.
She says we have seen violence rise during the pandemic in every metropolitan city, and the pandemic has greatly contributed to that.
Kids weren't in school, and when kids aren't in school and tied up, they're turning to gangs. And the majority of these homicides are gang-related.
Soto says the loss is a daily struggle, but the support does help.
It is one of the hardest things that someone can go through. I mean, this was my son, and very painful.
There's support right now for you guys.
Yep.
District Attorney Zimmer says here in Kern we're seeing killings from domestic violence, child abuse, but the majority is from gang violence. She says gang violence is our #1 public safety issue.
Is there a story you think we should investigate? Call our Eyewitness News tip line at 869-2929.